welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace. We just did the trial. Ladder, and then now we're doing a partial investigation. Now we're just gonna try to finish the full investigation. Ow! Hold up. Okay, my OBS adjusted and okay. Let's go to the. Ow, 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 ow. Sorry, I had something in my hand. Alright, let's go to the police. Okay, no, let's go to the detention center. Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning. Hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in two places at the same time? Can you imagine? How is she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant said they arrested a suspect in a police department murder? Yeah, let's come back later. Criminal department's the fair. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of the detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was good at the same time. Healed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. Ugh, makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, let's go check the police department crime scene. You sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could end up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now, but it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Oh, detective killed in the evidence room. Tell no one outside of the police department. No, I just told that old lady at the restaurant everything. No one's getting demotion. Killer used dry ice. If you put it between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut. This is good. I win a writer's award for sure. Not writing a report, he's writing a novel. Christ. It's even busier today than it was yesterday. Detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense a detective to get killed here after all. The evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got from the front desk. Here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Yuri, what were you thinking? Where's your head? Sir, it's right here, sir. Okay. Okay. Guard station. What's with the decor in this place? This place, it's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? Sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly. So imposing, it's hard to think straight. Can't handle the cacti? Stay out of the desert. What I want to know is if there's a guard station. Where is the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. The security guard uniform hanging here. Looks like more of a costume than a uniform, honestly. Leather jacket, leather pants, a leather. What was that called again? A punchy poncho? Oh, I know, a poochie. Maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information for myself for the time being. Yipes, sure must be real prickly and it must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister. Actually, how so? Encased in cold, rigid shells, spines pointing in every direction, just like her. I'm not so sure if I see the resemblance. It's more of an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Oops. This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But it looks nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall, or ouch. Save me more of a yarg myself. Looks like a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking at the below the monitor. It says recording. Maybe we could use this to computer check on who went in and out of here. Yeah, it's gotta be Marshall's room. It's pretty obvious. Texas. Look on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up a trap to something. Trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here and the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. Evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need some kind of permission to get in there first. Can we not get any further? Wow, I guess not. This place is frantic. Please! Huh, what's that? One steak lunch, please! Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now it's time for chit-chat, I'm a busy man. Why don't you use a steak lunch from Lunch Lad? Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now is no time for despair. We caught our criminal, we just need evidence. Criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? The same day that detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed in the police department? And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, now there's a suspect, just arrested him in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But, Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know, I need a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here is going to fill my belly. Wait, don't leave. You want to head on to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over. I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. Ran up to the evidence room. Now this investigation's run off to a running start. Still, I do feel a bit better about things a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, did they? Yeah, I guess they did. Let's not have to go too far down that road right now. Things will just get it confusing. My ears. What was that? What was that? Sir, that's what I've been saying. Me, a perpetrator? I say I've been perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, hi, greetings, sir. I know who you are. Excuse me, but this is Mr. Edger. Is anyone in the presence? I'm here to discuss the sheep, sir. I got the report, sir. Officer Meekins, or your guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman. I look like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir. How should I say this? Wait, is it? He isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins. You didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Sir, report patrolman General Affairs, sir. I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Not a security officer. He's none other than Officer Marshall. Yes, sir. And, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. And that's when I saw him, sir. The suspicious person in the evidence room. The suspicious person, sir. Suspicious person. Yeah, wow, 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 wow. The heck is this guy doing? I want to punch his face right now. So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw it. I blacked out. When I came to you, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask? What happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. Bandage on his hand, just like Miss Sky. Yeah, another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I mean the prior. You are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Gilman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. You're gonna label me the perpetrator of victims? Can you stop doing that? Because I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face. Then label me victim. That would be and I would happen to be in detention and alive and well at that. Oh yes, that's true. So you could say that. Do you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Oh, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger's side. Can you stop that? So you didn't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creatures' comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, then why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir, none. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand. Did that happen during the course of your crime? Well, you see, sir. Can you fucking stop? I wanna... Whoever the artist is for that guy and design, I'm gonna kill... I'm just kidding. I wanna have some few words with them. Don't you think that you should just confess? But but there's nothing I could do. Nothing you could do. To tell the truth, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. The next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? And when I opened my eyes, I was all in the evidence, sir, all alone. All alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? When I looked down, gushing blood from my hands, sir. All the shock, all the sorrow, sir. How can you imagine how I felt? Victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Maybe this will jog his memory. I don't know. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's what? I was blank until this very moment, but now I remember, sir. You remember when it happened? Correct, that card. It was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir, exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir, nothing. Can you plot and stop? I do not want to talk to this guy ever again. If he's in the trial, I'll be very, very, very upset if he's in the trial. Better pry this one a little deeper. Can you tell me what is you? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost performing. A little lost slam, if you will. I didn't know Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. That's why you thought he looked suspicious. So I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. And that's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. Oh. Something is wrong here. Now this makes me wonder, who is the real Goodman and which one's the fake one? Could it be the fake one? Could be the one in the police department? And I actually don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. What? Sir, I assure you that I was flustered as you are right now. So I whipped him to let at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do you want to others before you unto you? My father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, why, sir, everything went white. When I woke, I was here. Right. So, Officers Eakins, why was it that you were arrested? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at let me know. Now, Officer Meekus didn't know Detective Goodman. And yet, victim who he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir, that's what I've been trying to say. As I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here. They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. You don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape, it's quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, they sort of stamped out. It's there, it's me, it's on the tape. And you waited until now to tell us this. I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I had no more badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I will have my own. Guess we both will check out the crime scene. I hope they fire your ass. What? But, sir... I hope they fucking fire your ass. I hope the murderer actually kills you. Because you guys are... You're full of shit, are you? Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the chief of detectives desk. It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing, sir? I think it's more like it's totally perfect. We checked all of the drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see, if anything does turn up, you can call me right away, deal? Yes, sir! We'll scout the place again, sir! The chief of detectives seems a little flustered. Righto, my boy, how you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Grant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? I salute. Is Edgeworth gonna be okay? Oh, where do you know? They're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Perhaps they had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having the top prosecutor sit on the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone found guilty on that case, right? Righto? Von Karma. The look on his eyes. Thank fucking God he's gone. I don't like this guy. I hate this guy. I like the case and all, but I don't like Von Karma. Legend he was undefeated in his 40-year career. And in court, you were fixed it because you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is a bit of a turmoil, you might say. after his run, pretty sure that's unsurprising. Why they just do about anything to restore their reputation? Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Wordy. What? It's downright odd, I tell you. The detectives getting killed on their turf too, I mean? You're being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, that's what the evidence are saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Rod, I can't give away all our secrets like that. In this particular, well, it's a little sensitive. I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding some secrets. Can't stand it, but you know, a full-time job just keeping chief of detectives trapped. Ah, so he was the one who we were picking on earlier. Ah, you saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. See if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Ow. Sorry guys. I'm just adjusting myself. Sorry you had to see that? What exactly did chief of police want you to do? See over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it out if anything might be a clue. They took every last piece of evidence in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Goodman's still here. Of course not. Well, except for this? What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not even important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report. It's only half complete. Lost item? Detective Goodman knew something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. Getting back investigating police at crime scene. Alright, let me check something here. Date loss, February 21st. Bruce Goodman. 5? Is he trying to write a 4 or 9? Guess this will be important later, which I'm curious. Permission to enter. Oh, sorry guys. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked for me for help. I was wondering if you can investigate the evidence room. This is quiet all of a sudden. Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I get in $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room so your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Guess goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Hey, it's a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special ID card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. Just run along, do your best now. Later, folks. Hehe, it looks pretty cool on my laptop, doesn't it? Just like a real ID. Seem happy? Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go into Evan's room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Did we get new evidence? No, we didn't. Ow. Alright. Think we can get access now. Evan's room's beyond that door, and we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's walk in. Won't open. Aha, the card reader's turned off, see? What's that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, what made my Bambina's sky so gray? If it isn't you. Officer Marshall, why does it have to be him? Why is that? Why does it have to be him looking for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw, that card you got there's on your chest. Better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what are you standing on? Get along, you little dog. This crime scene's awaiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. Wonder what... if we can ask you some questions. Sorry, Carl, but I got no mind to tangle with you, Homebrews. You are busy then. I say that. I only said that because I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us, Homebrews. Alright, fine. If you don't want to speak, Miss Stark gave us this. That smell. Reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on the television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Starr. What's this? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see. I don't see. Wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambino, you win. Ask me, snack. It seems like he's willing to talk. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes there, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detection center told us. That poor little doggy, poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong, calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look like it. I lost my fire for the job, you know. So, what you were doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway at the back of my steed, Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they stick next to your steak, you know? Miss Starr told us something. She said you were a detective 2 years ago. It was my dream to be a raw high wrangler up the scene of a crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident. You Miss Star, aren't you? That was my case. It's all signed on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. Can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it, anyway? You heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, the case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago, the day of our case. That's right. The evidence transfers. Edgewood was talking about the transfers too. You know, well, maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest one to understand are these security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. Officer Meekins and Detective Gooman, are they one on those tapes? I reckon they might be your security guard, and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. $420, $420, $450. 7777777. Okay, this is very important. 873-0579 440 4989 596 450 5842189 and 4. And this is the same. I think that's the same one. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambi, but I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but can you explain what this whole transfer thing is about? You must keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're keep here under the presiding detective supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? To the evidence after 2 years, it goes to sleep forever in the underground vault, the county sheriff's department. That's what we call a transfer. We do it every February. I see now. A transfer is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. That happened to be SL9 2 days ago. Alright, and to present the ID. This is very important, of course. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Oh, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. Number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Yeah. But what I'm curious is these 2 ones. 4989 596. Look, the 4th number, it's a perfect match. It was used at 514, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. Wait, what did Officer Meekins say? So I entered the evidence room and asked what the man displayed his ID card. So he asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me. If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed out a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. I got an idea. Maybe I should show them this list to other people with IDs here. Let me see here. And now we got, like, Bruce Goodman. So, I do want to figure out, if this is established as Bruce Goodman, who are these other ID cards? This one has appeared twice in like a 24-minute time frame. So someone else must have been here, but who? quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Eek! Whoa! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. Hey, is it true what I heard?
Well, pals, do I look like a selfish man? Heckarazoo has asked me, can I borrow $50 to get him $50 no problem. So go ahead and investigate their rooms here. The heart's desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true.
So, Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone $50, even me?
Yes. You're poor Gumshoe. Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was going charged in an investigation for today.
Just for today?
Boss for a day.
Boss for a day?
Guess what? You got permission from the chief, so you're now boss for a day.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you want to have this.
Evidence room floorplan has a courtroom. Alright, let's see here. Is this really the evidence room? So this is like the entrance? It doesn't tell me anything. This is just how big the place is. So Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for today?
That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
You're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again.
I'm adamant though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. My own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course. I'm a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open.
I always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is at the inquiry committee right now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today.
Oh yeah, I see.
I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth's kid just can't get away from that case.
That case?
Yeah, that case. The SO9 incident, of course. It was beginning and the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case.
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is so fixed that only one detective can open it.
Using their ID card.
Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Well, my third card, since I'm already entering the force already.
So that sounds like a lot.
Yeah, even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. Lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So only the locker we can open is our own.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to these handles, see?
The handles?
On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it,
zzz, you get a shock.
If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
That could be very important. Wow, look at that big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a corridor. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. And the guy when they caught was some sort of escape artist when he got away. And one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot in the square of the forehead. Better him than us. That's the door we just came through. Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out. What will happen if it's Officer Marshall cut down the power while we're inside? Let's hope he remembers we're in here. There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. His must be evidence for some case. What if Detective Gumshoe put this here?
Here you go, pal, making me some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet the evidence locker was opened recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times do I have to been breathing down my neck with some silly evidence?
Sound like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. But he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either.
If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal.
This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. Not sure about dreams. It won't open. Did you really think it would?
Hey pal, our security is high-tech around here.
Some sort of bulky equipment's getting dust here. What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is.
Oh, that's my personal pole. I never get around to using it.
Wait, I've seen that somewhere before.
Right pal, that's a metal detector. The one that led to solving that case out of Gourd Lake, remember?
Oh right, well that feels like ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before.
Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy some case sooner or later.
That cheap-looking box?
You can't judge a person by a machine by their cover, you gotta look at their heart.
Is that it? Alright, there's one thing I gotta ask you. The ID record card.
Can you take a look at this?
It's the ID card of the people who came in here the day of the stabbing.
Oh, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa!
What is it?
The second number.
Is that your ID number? Is it Detective Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
What? Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Hold up a second. 4:40 p.m. And then that 10 minutes after, another person came in. This is... Why would Miles Edgeworth... Okay, this is gonna be something. He has to be involved somehow. Fingerprint can unlock and indicate lamps up when it's open. Ow. Alright, what about his ID? Anything?
That's the victim, Detective Goodman's ID. These days, everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax.
Because you lost your card.
Always forget that my secret number too is scary, huh? My face should be an ID card. What's the word coming to?
The Gumshoe rebel against the system. Alright, what about this part? We got this new evidence too.
I'll be the same one thing as a detective. If I see a piece and I know nothing, when I say nothing.
That's fine.
Bet it's fine, pal.
Guess it has nothing to do with it. Alright. What about this knife? Do you know anything?
Detective Goodshoot's knife and the switchblade knife. Note in the switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the almost surprise of anyone.
Because of this SO9 connection?
That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
But what if evidence from that case turn up now?
I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there's some loose ends left on that case.
What else do we know?
Now that bloody, violent case.
Violent. So it was a murder. A serial killing. Serial killing? Serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all.
But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
This was 2 years ago.
That put Mr. Edgeworth right under the spotlight and started the rumor mill. rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transfer the other day. What was the last job you ever did? Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SO9 incident, see?
So, that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Really? Okay. This will be interesting. Alright. Ow. Ow. Alright, let us explore this place. What's this? Blood? It's worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains left in the room? We'll use our testing fluid to check it out. What is a saw and paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time, true art has been always a war against oppression.
True art. I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we were witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger?
Well, you might say that's my studio.
You're in the evidence room? Look, there's one open. The red ink here is above the door is lit.
That locker's coated with Detective Goodman's footprint.
Fingerprints. Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it.
It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Wow, something broken. Someone must have broken something to make all these pieces big. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps?
There you go, pal, making me some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case.
Case?
The SO9 incident, pal. See the stickers on one of the pieces there?
Another piece of SO9 evidence. Let's take a closer look. Wonder what these pieces were in, whatever it broke. Oh, you want to try put it back there?
Oh, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
That's why I always have to carry around a tube of glue. Well, this looks like the bottom. Try putting the rest in place. Oh no. Okay. Can we get... I need something ragged. Maybe this. Okay. What next? Trying to think right now. What is the right piece? Nah, not that one. Nah, not that one. It has to be this one, right? No? Am I wrong? What is it then? Oh, it's that one. Well, I'm stupid. Okay. We're getting close. Okay. Come on. At least, there we go. Much better. Jeez. Is it really the last piece? Christ. It took a while. Something's wrong. There's one more piece missing. Huh? Ow, my... Sorry, guys. I got fucking blood pressure on my arms. Ow. When you're in an uncomfortable position with your arms, the blood pressure doesn't come to your arms. I apologize, guys. Ow. Anyway.
Yeah, I got that too far in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it.
Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with.
Still, it doesn't seem like the most stable kind of jar.
I don't understand how it got broke. Unstable jar. Found new evidence. I want to explore this evidence. Hey look, they're hard to make out, but there's some dark red stains here. Looks like blood. I think Detective Gumshoe's blood somehow on this when he was stabbed. I mean, Goodwin. Hey, Goodwin, not Gumshoe. Goodwin, not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. This jar was evidence in SO9 incident. Might be Goodwin and the blood got on it. Huh? This thing doesn't have a bottom. That's weird. I wonder which side is up. Better yet, what's the purpose of a bottomless jar? At least it doesn't collect dust inside, right? This is a very interesting turn of events. Look how much evidence that I'm like questioning. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe?
There you go, pal, making me some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. You mean SO9, it does have a tag.
I mean, SL9, it has a tag on it. I know we were told to spray, but like, I want to be sure. The tag says SO-911, but this is a piece from another. This is another piece of evidence from that case. You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing. What's so confusing about that? Do you know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag? Zag, is that a word? Do you challenge me? Or are we playing a word game now? Let me see here. SO-911. And then there's SO-9 2-21. What does this mean? 9/11 2-21? It can't be like dates, can it? Like the exact dates? Wait. I've been thinking about this. The parking stub. 5:12 p.m. Wait, this has to be coincidence. These two notes. Edward must know something about this. This said he got his parking stub, and this is the thing he got. These two things have to be related. But we can't play that, because we don't know if it'll be worth... I don't know. Okay, let's get the luminol spray out. Where is it? There we go. Let's do some spraying. I knew it. There's something right. Someone's right hamper. What?
What's the matter?
Detective.
This locker. It's mine.
It's yours.
Please. You have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you will testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You do that for me, won't you, pals?
This is an important clue. I'll jot it down for the floor plan.
Count on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police.
What? But you're a detective. What's this? It's a lot of blood, eh? There must have been one in the massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. Not a professional. What's your opinion, detective?
Pale blue blood?
Maybe Detective Good was actually an
alien?
This proves something here happened in front of the locker. I'll make note of that in the floor plans.
Hey, if you don't want my opinion, you should have asked.
Why don't we slide? What? What's this? Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch the spot if he fled out the room. This might be something significant.
Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What? Oh, this is like if we use it for the first time. What's this? It's called luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow 50 bucks from the chief.
Where'd you get this? Where did you get this, Anna? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I better jot this down on the floor plans.
Hey, pal, look at the time.
Was there something you need to be going to?
It's just that Mr. Edwards' Inquiry Committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna give them my report for the day. Might help you, you know.
Report? You don't mean the note written on the back of the flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems?
Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him.
Who needs enemies when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe? Okay.
I'm off, pal. Later.
Should probably see what Edgeworth has to say. Alright, fine. Let's talk to Edgeworth. Yeah, he's in the prosecutor's office, right? Oh, it's the bellboy. I guess my apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave so long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, teacup in his hand. Right. He has the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry. I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes, he brought me this latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing's really taking a toll on him. So how did the inquiry committee go? Actually decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. But they gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say so many times. Ever since the case 2 years ago. Are you okay for trial while I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney? However, something happened. They have control of the investigation over the police department. Police department? Yes, any further investigation for the case will be directed by the chief of police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you why? All along I've done what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of, but still. I've never seen this sad of sorts. Whew. I'm tired. I want to ask him about... This is very suspicious. Alright, I better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less? Yes, that's true. Why? Mr. Edgeworth, please don't look at me like that. I was just asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. What? Wait a second. Why would Chief Gant ask you? Chief, please? You wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. AI-16? You told me you wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be evidence if the evidence already have to be... I think Chief is never the one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make note of it. Stubborn and always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. I gotta, like, move my thing. Tag says AI-16. What's that got to do with anything? Nothing, apparently. At least that's what Edgeworth said. That makes me seem all more suspicious. Who knows, this might turn out to be a clue that breaks the case. Wouldn't that be nice? There's gonna be more evidence that I'm very curious about. Five, 4. Alright, what about the thing we got? Good lost sighting report. Right, please, I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on to you, just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgar told me no in a very bright way. Whose side are you on anyway? Show him the best evidence I could get a reaction out of him. Or maybe the knife? I know you probably got hold of some info already, right? It has to do with that case you were on, the SO9 incident. Some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who reviewed the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. You must be talking about this father's murder in the elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. The SO9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of the police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot involved in the case 2 years ago too then. He was the top officer and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Well, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth. What I want to know is why the Deputy Chief of Police on the investigation. In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murder. If I let him go, the blood will be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Yes, of course. Why just today, Mr. Wright, when I were using this? Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have a use for this. Lumen tower taking fingerprints. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me, are you sure? Well, we are the enemy, you know. I know saying today's investigation, do as you will, Edgeworth. I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files and for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these Detective Gumshoe as well? Well, let's get going. One last investigation, right. I remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Oh boy. I have a feeling we're gonna be checking out fingerprints. Okay. Wait. I want to be sure. I want to be fully sure. I want to be sure if anything I really missed. What? Wait, what? What's this? What? Looks like some blood dripped down here. Just wait a moment. I guess it's from a nosebleed. Nosebleed, Maybe in his wrath, Mr. Edward slapped someone for incompetence. Why does Detective Gumshoe's face come to mind? Alright, let's actually check. There's actually a place I want to check. It's in the... guard station? Evidence room. Investigator turned up a suspicious handprint. Here in this blood detection evidence locker. Sees a secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. Finger? Each finger leaves a slightly different imprint. Let's choose a finger that will have the left brand the most clearest print. Tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Okay, now it's time to check the prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? But enter. See? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. Aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, it just blows away the excess. How do I do that? With E. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out candles on a birthday cake, see? Wow. Looks like fun. Might take some getting used to. It's fine, it won't go up your nose or anything. Just pour powder on the thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I gotta give it a try. Aha, you did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. Does it mean it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations.
But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for the other prints? Other prints. Looking at the locker room again closely. Seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. So you can find a clear print. Outside, fingers outside the blood. Alright. Whoa. Is that it? Yay, fingerprint's so clear it's dazzling. Jeez, you have to do everywhere. Dazzling. Anyway, this print took like a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet. This is quite a process. There's no proof in finding a fingerprint, not knowing who the owner is, right? Guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edger. Point out the person you think left these prints. How am I supposed to know who it was? You can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? It means the fingerprints don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would likely be found on this locker? That would have to be Detective Gumshoe, right? Comparison complete. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. That's probably because I was thinking so what. So we come with this nothing this time, but there's always next time. Some things you hit, sometimes you miss. Gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there's one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Yeah. Where the luminol fluid reaction, right? Right! There's a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this? Your eye spot to check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, I do have to warn you about something first. What? This area with blood was wiped away, right? You only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will be wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Did you say that the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyways, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Except the other ones that left by the bloody hand.
I gave it my best shot. This kind of result won't be good for matching prints, would it? If it doesn't look like we're getting a clear result from this print, let's try a different finger then. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Meekins. Dick Gumshoe, Lana Sky. Emma Sky. Angel Star. Damon Gantz. This is strange indeed. Trying to figure out who it is. Wait. No way. Let's check. Jake Marshall? But why? Hey, these fingerprints, whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Officer Jake Marshall. Uh-oh. That's gotta be coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints. Luminal reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints. A white blood stain. But why would Officer Marshall? Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. I guess we'll have to find out. Next time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. How far are we in for time? An hour 13 for an investigation. Interesting. So next time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we're going to be doing the trial former for day 3. See you guys all next time.